arts creates new dreams and passions. It brings new ideas and perspectives. It brings new challenges and obstacles. What we wanted to be then has shaped who we are now.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Now and Then, the show where we explore the dichotomy between what we wanted to be when we were growing up and what we want to be now. I'm your host, Dana Rose Crystal, and with me today is Marilou Garfias, a graphic design major. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm currently going to college right now, and I'm just trying to transfer to get my degree for graphics design. And I'm also 20 years old. So.
Oh, wonderful. So when you were growing up, what did you want to be?
I actually wanted to be a veterinarian because I love animals, and I've also wanted to be a musician because I have a passion for music.
And what instrument did you play?
I played the violin before when I was in 4th grade, and I've played for 4 years, so I've gotten pretty good at it.
Did you ever approach being a veterinarian at all? Did you?
I've actually thought about it, but then it's just kind of like I was more focused into drawing after that. But I still love I had pets too, so I had 2 dogs, and I still do actually. But I just kind of just have that as a side thing, so I'll take care of my dogs and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't plan on it.
You much love art better.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you come to get into the graphic arts?
Well, when I was little, I used to just sit there and just start drawing a lot. So that was most of my time consumed. So I would just sit there and I would just start drawing like just little stick figures and just like different types of drawings that I would just draw out there. So that was my passion right there.
So what was your inspiration?
Well, for starters, it's just any of the artists that are out there. I kind of just like look at their pictures and I just kind of I just want to be like that, like them. I just kind of, and also my boyfriend too, because he's good at what he does. So as an animator.
He's an animator,
yeah.
And what has he worked on?
He's worked on Frozen and other types of movies out there. But I just love like what he does and stuff like that. So I kind of just have inspiration for him.
Wow, he worked on the movie Frozen as an animator?
Yeah.
Spectacular. Wow. So we do have a piece of one of your artworks. There it is, dinosaur. Could you tell us about that and what was your inspiration?
That was a project that I had a while ago. It was at school, and they had us just going through our minds and just draw something that we thought we wanted to draw. So for me, I kind of just liked dinosaurs, so I decided why not draw a dinosaur. So it came to that, and I actually liked how it came out. And it's just the colors and all that stuff that came with it, so I kind of just liked just the shadings and all that stuff. It was really nice.
Wonderful. Was this supposed to be for an advertisement, or do you think it could be used for an advertisement or something?
It probably could end up being used as an advertisement, but since it was just for a project, it wasn't really used for anything. But maybe in the future I can just touch it up a little bit, and it could end up being an advertisement.
Keep it in your portfolio, and you have a large portfolio then?
There's a lot of things in our portfolio, like a lot of arts and stuff like that.
And this was in one of your art classes?
It was actually in one of when I was in elementary school, we just had just drawings out there, so they made us just draw random things out there.
Wonderful. So how do you use graphic design to tell a story?
You just, what I do is I just...
We're going to have to save that until after the break. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this commercial. Welcome back to Now and Then, the show where we get to the root of our students' aspirations. I'm your host, Dana Rose Crystal, and with me still is Marilou Garfias. Well, Marilou, before we got interrupted, we were discussing how you use graphic design to tell a story.
Oh, well, what I do personally is I use color contrast. So it's like if it's bright colors, it kind of just means like for like a happy scene or like a happy story. Dark colors would be more like for like a sad story. Well, pretty much I just look into my mind and just see what I can be able to draw out there and just try to make that into.
You use the psychology of colors as part of your thing and media aesthetics and things like that.
Yes.
Which you had with Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Good.
I
who
did.
retired last year, but
Yeah.
you were lucky to have some class with him. So are there any programs you use in graphic design that were more difficult to master?
I've used 3 programs in my time. I've used InDesign, which is one of the hardest programs just to master. I've also used Photoshop, and that's not bad. It's just really, there's too much tools to know and to use. I've also used Illustrator, which is one of my favorites. I love using Illustrator just to draw anything out there. You can just use any tool, make any form of shapes, any types of styles or anything like that.
And Illustrator's more user-friendly than
It's
the
really
other two.
user-friendly.
Definitely. So what would you consider to be your greatest accomplishment?
For one, my dinosaur picture that I made a while back, because that was one of the first things that I ever made, and I was actually proud of my design from when I made it. But other than that, like I have other things that I'm proud of, like just for at least still being into college and trying to transfer out of here. So those are pretty much my accomplishments.
Oh, well, what obstacles are you facing now?
For now, I'm just facing with my work because it's really time consuming, and just having to deal with school and all the homework and stuff like that because it takes much of your time sometimes.
I know that, definitely. So what are your plans after you finish with Fullerton College?
To transfer into Cal State Fullerton and get my degree in graphics design, and then from there try to get a job into the business. So to be able to design advertisements or logos for other people or any type of design that they would like.
And how do you hope to achieve those goals?
Just by continue drawing and continue studying and getting more experience in the field. Just also just being myself and trying to expand my portfolio so hopefully somebody will like it.
Definitely. And are you planning to then work for yourself or work for somebody else?
I wouldn't mind working for someone else, but I would rather do it myself, like be in my own business, so that way I can teach other people what I learned back then, and that way they can have my experience, and they can also just explore their minds and just draw and stuff like that.
And you've taken some of the entrepreneurial business classes here?
Not exactly, but I've taken classes just to learn how to make a business and how to form one. They've actually taught me a lot, so hopefully I can get myself a business sooner in the future.
And your boyfriend will be working with you?
Hopefully, if he allows it.
Well, what advice would you have for anyone starting out, just briefly?
Just to be yourself and just go with the flow, just draw and.
Thank you very much, Marilou. That's all the time we have, unfortunately. I've been your host, Dana Rose Crystal, and this has been Now and Then.